Hello, fellow EXA classmates. This is my therapy arts and therapy workshop presentation. For this presentation, I am doing an EXA inspired pre dawn ritual. Yeah, and this is something that has helped me a lot recently, and I added my expressive art um, feel to it, and it's helped me a lot, and I'm excited to share with you guys. So, a little bit about me before we start. I am a 43-year-old expressive arts therapy student. I live in Humboldt County, California. I have two sons, ages 5 and 8, and a beautiful wife. And I consider myself a multimodal artist. I have a lot of history singing in bands, acted in lots of plays, TV shows, and movies. My father was a really wonderful sculpture artist, and he did tons, very prolific. He did a lot of amazing work. And so, sculptures has always been a part of my life since I was a child. My dad would put pipe cleaners and just anything in front of me to sculpt. And so, he passed in 1992. So, sculptures is something I've carried on to remember him, and I do love that as well. And recently, I was inspired to do pre-dawn rituals because I was feeling tired. I was having a hard time finding time to exercise. I was not feeling as resilient as I wanted to be. So I found this. A lot of There's been books written on this. There's a book that recently came out called The 5 a.m. Club. But I found it and I put a EXA spin on it, and this is what I am presenting. So what am I presenting? Well, this starts with a 4:30 a.m. wake up. Yes, that is very early. Um, the reason it's 4:30 was because like so many people that I've talked to, when people would tell me, I would share my difficulties, and people would tell me, they would say, well, you need to exercise every day, not only for your physical health, but for your mental health. And I would always say, I have a job, I have kids, I'm in a master's program. I don't have time for that. And a really wise mentor said to me one day, he said, well, I have a solution for you, Turner. He said, you're going to wake up at 4:30. You're going to do your workouts at 5 a.m. and you'll be done before the sun comes up. And that just really, I remember that moment. I was like, what? That sounds crazy. But I also was like, huh, that's really interesting. And then the more I kind of looked into it, I saw that a lot of the people that I looked up to had done that. And I started opening my eyes and mind to it more. Mm, Yeah. And then after that, so right when I wake up, um, I I have added a 10-minute gratitude meditation. And we're all students at CIS, so we're all very familiar with the meditation. And this time when I wake up, it's just because it's 4:30. It's such a perfect time to meditate because no one else is awake. My family's sleeping. Most of my friends are sleeping. I can't go to any stores. No one's awake. So there's nothing happening. And the benefit of that is just I don't feel stressed. Like I don't feel that pressure like I need to be doing something else. It's like this gift. And adding the gratitude, it's just been such an eye opener. I wake up and I think about the things I'm thankful for. And it just really sets my day up in this wonderful way to where I feel much more appreciative of everything. Okay. And then after my gratitude meditation, I do a 30-minute to 1 hour exercise. And I like to run. I like to go to the gym. I like to swim. I work out at my home. But there's been many times in my life when I've been injured, and I couldn't do these things. And I would never want to alienate anyone that says, "Oh, I can't run." And so, when if you're at that place, like I have been many times, I say walk, like go outside, walk, move, dance. In any way, just this movement, like the waking up of your body, the shaking, kind of move gets the cortisol and the adrenaline flowing. And so, yeah, I would never when I say exercise, I mean just move. Like however that is for you. Um however that works. Yeah. And then after the exercise, I come home and I take my inspiration, I take my thoughts of my dreams the night before, how I felt when I woke up, my gratitude meditation, what happened on my exercise, and I write a poem about it. And these poems of just they just flow out of me because, well, one reason I think it's easy to write the poems is also because it's usually when I do the poem, it's after my workout, and so it's somewhere around 6, and still everyone's sleeping, like, and nothing is happening, and so I'm still in this place where I don't feel the pressure to do anything else. So I'm and that's why the pre-dawn, I think, is such an important aspect of this, is that it really allows me the space to not feel like I need to do anything else. And so the poems really come out in this like beautiful, organic way, and I don't feel rushed, and it feels like the right thing to do. Um, I know sometimes when I'm doing art, I think, oh, should I be doing work? Should I be making money? Should I be doing school? And I don't feel that when I'm doing these poems because it's possibly because it's so early. All right. So here's why. Why Turner? Why would you want to wake up this early? And I hear this a lot. I've been telling people about this because it's become a huge part of my life currently. So when I was 14 years old, I discovered that I was a natural party animal. I was the person who at parties I would, drink a lot, but then I would get up on the table and be the master of ceremonies, and I loved it. I realized I had a real gift to be this like energy pusher of joyous. My mother called me the master of rowdy bliss. I loved it. But from, in my 30s, there was a bunch of some traumas that happened. My mother died. Other things happened, and this kind of like pushed my partying into a negative space where I was realizing it was becoming more and more unhealthy. And so, just before my 40th birthday, I quit. I quit partying. I quit drinking. I decided I wanted to become a therapist. I changed my life. But what I've noticed since then is I missed that. I missed the companionship. I missed the excitement. I missed so much about my celebratory party nights, and I was feeling very bored. I was feeling really bored at times. And since when I discovered this morning ritual, it's it's been amazing. Like this is a party to me. Like I honestly I get excited about when I'm going to sleep, what I'm gonna do when I wake up. I get excited about my meditation. I'm excited about the poem I'm gonna write. I'm excited about what exercises I'm gonna do. It's it's just filled the space. It's a morning party all by myself, and I always said a party starts from within. And this is really true in this ritual that I do. So here's the research, some of the research, there's quite a bit, as you can imagine. So research shown that waking early makes people healthier and happier. It's time to gather your thoughts in the morning and time to choose better eating options. Um, so I think a lot of this comes from like you eat better. Well, you wake up early, so you end up going to sleep early, and it's you end up sleeping pretty well because you're tired at the end of the night, and that's beneficial. But I think that the eating better comes from having more time to think about making a healthy meal. I know when I'm rushed, I can make not the wisest food choices. And also, as far as like being happier, I think a lot of it comes down to not being rushed in the morning. When I wake up this early, I have a lot of time to, to think about what I'm thankful for. I think about what I want to do with the day. Often in my exercises, some problem comes up, so it builds this like confidence and resilience that I can handle what's going to come in the day. I've noticed this very profoundly. And then the regular exercise can have a profoundly positive impact on depression, anxiety, ADHD, which I'm pretty sure I undiagnosed and have. It also relieves stress, improves memory, helps you sleep better, and boosts your overall mood. Um, exercise. Exercise shares so many of the benefits that we get from therapy. Exercise is form of therapy to me, and like it is just such this amazing tool to build happiness and resilience, and taking away body aches makes you feel better too. And then some research on gratitude from childhood to old age. Accumulating evidence documents the wide array of psychological, physical, and relational benefits associated with gratitude. I mean, that's just it's so helpful to be grateful for everything. I find myself being grateful for just simple things. Um, Even my enemies. Yeah, just thinking about appreciating all the small things, the things that you just kind of take for granted, really kind of makes them new again in a lot of ways. And so next I'm going to go into I have an enactment. I recorded my run, and I have this kind of enactment that I did a few days ago. So my day begins at about 4:30, and after I wake up, I like to go and sit and do a gratitude meditation. And during this meditation, I take a bunch of deep breaths, clear my mind, and then I think about what I'm thankful for. Um, on this day, I'm thinking about being thankful for my health, my warm house, my beautiful family, running because I'm about to go take a run, schoolwork, coffee that I'm about to have, art, and my brain. And after that, I'll leave my house. On days that I run, I usually wait a little bit after 5, but on other days when I exercise and I don't go outside, it'll be 5 a.m. Between 5 and 6, I'll be exercising. So on this day, here's a photo of me getting ready to go, and as you can see, it's still dark. And yeah, I'm excited. Good morning. So the classmates, somewhere around 6 a.m. I'm about 3 miles into my run, and this puddle behind me is pretty massive. I was hoping it was down, but it's been raining on this run, and the puddle has grown again. So, trying to be inspired. Think of it as my first problem to get through of the day. I've gone through this before, so I think there's no big holes, but I'm just looking for my creative mind, my resilient mind to get me through this first issue. I'm going to take you guys along as we try and get over this puddle. Hopefully it doesn't get too wet. Let's go. Here we go. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, there's no way. Oh, I got a wet foot. Oh. Whoo!
the other side. I made it through. One foot got a little wet, but I am whole. My body still together. I feel resilient. Gotten through the first issue of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna take this and take it for the rest of my day with love and excitement, and yeah, expressive artist, baby. So often on my morning run, it starts off, I can be kind of grumpy, but I know that I'm feeling the benefits of the exercise and my excitedness about resilience. Often when I'm running and I start waving to cows, hi guys, how you doing? Morning, love you, welcome, thanks for the milk, thanks for that beef. Yeah, start appreciating everything.
All right. Thank you for witnessing that. My runs are really special, fun, and yeah, as you see, I often run into some sort of problem, some sort of issue, some puddle, some hole, and getting through that really inspires my feeling of resilience and my ability to conquer what's going to come, because we know that things are going to happen throughout the day. So after that, I come home, and usually everyone's still asleep. The house is still calm, and I have been doing an expressive arts aesthetic reaction to my morning. I started off journaling, and I've been doing this for a few months, and recently it's just become poems. So here's a couple that I wrote on April 13th. My poem was, "The wet darkness invites me in to exert my body to a point of warmth in the freezing morning. One step at a time, I focus on missing the holes in my path till an angel's shadow guides my way, remembering me of my mother's love that is somehow still present. Across the puddles of life, I jump and laugh, proud of every heartbeat and footstep. I thank the cows, geese, rain, and life that I have been blessed to experience once again." Yeah, and as with aesthetic reactions, and expressive art, this just reminds me, this poem brings me back to all the wonderful feelings, and reminds me of the strengths and so much of the benefits of what I get from these mornings are in these poems, because the poems are my reminder to take me back. It's easy to forget sometimes, and that's what I love about art therapy, that we can externalize it, and that's what this is. And on the April 14th, I wrote, "Strange nightmares give way to an achy body, but persistence and faith in the process give way to another powerful morning. All the possibilities excite me as I am confident that I am prepared to grasp every bit of the fourth dimension magic that I need as it flies above me at the speed of destiny. I am thankful for this pen as it bleeds for my own flawed brilliance." Yeah, um, I like doing these. It feels good. So thanks for witnessing this expressive arts workshop. So much of why I ended up adopting this morning ritual is I came into this program so rough around the edges. I had come off of just being I was a gig worker, a film editor, still doing art, just like this wild artist, and I recognized early on that I had a long way to go. Like, I needed to become more organized. I needed to learn. I needed to become a better intellectual. Um, I just saw how far I needed to come, and I've been so inspired by you, my fellow students, who've just I've been so impressed at how professional you can all be, how wise, and the teachers. I've loved being challenged and learning, and I just it's funny because I didn't know. When I was so ignorant when I came into the program, I had no idea how far I had to go. Um, if you'd have told me, I would have gasped at how much work I needed to do on myself to be able to become a real expressive art therapist. Um, but I'm also really impressed at what I have done, and I'm proud of myself. And I know I still have a lot to learn. There's still a long way to go, but I am dedicated. I love this. I really want to be a great therapist. I want to be a great expressive arts therapist. I'm so appreciative of all you for being on this journey with me. Yeah, and look forward to your feedback. I hope you enjoyed. Here's the references. Cheers. Take care.